Hello everyone. For today's podcast, we have one of the leading cardiologists with us, Dr. Sai Sudhakar, and we'll be talking about heart and matters related to it. It'll be a very engaging conversation, so stay tuned with us. Welcome to the podcast, Dr. Sudhakar.
Thank you very much.
And like we were discussing, heart is something that the cases, as we hear, are on the rise rapidly. What do you have to say?
See, the cases were heart. There is no doubt it has been the number one killer disease in the world. So it is no other disease has displaced it. So it is number one. Number one. What is going more is younger people are falling to prey to the heart attacks. Now, in certain things, it's been like an epidemic. In fact, from 30 to 60. So earlier, the heart diseases were a rich man's disease, not a poor man's disease, because there's a lot of butter, oil. Then it was a diseases of aged people. Matlab, a heart attack is for age 50 plus. Women were not a reason for a heart attack. Women can cause heart attack, but they are not prone to a heart attack. Now we are seeing younger generations having heart attacks. So there are multiple risk factors, like there are conventional risk factors, like everybody knows. You smoking, diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol, obesity. These are all modifiable risk factors. You can modify those. But there are certain things which you cannot modify, like age, you cannot modify, gender, you cannot modify, genetics, you cannot modify. But the most important factor which we undermine today and everybody neglects is stress. The stress levels are very high. So when you are under stress, there are certain hormones called cortisol, epinephrine, adrenaline. They get stimulated from hypothalamus in the body. So your stress levels, these hormones are secreted. And when you are in a chronic stress, so it causes certain type of chronic inflammation in the body. So there is a plaque rupture in the arteries, which causes blockage of the arteries, stoppage to blood flow to the heart, and results in heart attack. So the stress is a major factor which is having in today's world. So who doesn't have stress? I have stress in my day-to-day work. The person who is in job, he is in stress. Who is not in job, he is in stress. Who is not married, he is in stress. Who is married, he is in bigger stress. So everybody has stress. So we need to control our stress levels. That is a major thing we need to do. And that is a major thing. I think that is an undermined thing which is lesser seen by the public, because everybody is running in their day-to-day activities, moving here and there. Actually, in fact, it would be more if I go into the calculating philosophical thing. So average span of a human life is 70 years. Okay? Then we are sleeping. Suppose a person sleep for 8 hours a day. So 25 years he is sleeping. So 25 years is gone like that in sleeping. Then we are working 8 hours a day. If you are a hard worker, 12 hours a day. So another 25 to 30 years is gone in working. Then another 2 to 3 hours in a day is gone in breakfast, lunch and dinner. So you are living only 7 to 8 years in an entire lifespan. People forget about living and they are in the stress. And we unwantedly, somebody loses a husband, somebody loses a father. So apart from stress, again these habits are there, lifestyle diseases. So everybody speaks on this lifestyle diseases. So that is what happens. So we need to control stress, and once you control stress, in the current scenario in this generation where we are talking about Gen Z and other things, where we are the generation who changed. Like we were the generation, how do I say, we have seen the movement from telephone to cell phone, from mobile, internet, the era we all moved. So such manner we lost patients. There's something called double screen syndrome. So we are so much stressed out. So there's various ways we tend to relax. So you watch a movie and again you take a mobile, and with the movie you're seeing what's happening in Instagram, you're seeing what's happening in game, and you're seeing what's happening in office work, and again you're watching movie. So in our days there was cricket match which was one day, 50 overs were played. So it took an entire day of 8 hours for happy hormones to get released into our body. We had so much patience. Now we do not have time to even if the content is little complicated, you don't want to watch it because it is complicated. You'll say, I'll see it later, let me finish this. Again you watch it, you change that channel, again you do this. So we have changed, but this generation is born this way. Again, this generation is born with comparisons. See, he is like this, why I'm not like this? So the comparison tends to again bring stress because you want it to be like him, but you forget that when somebody is like him, why are you there? The simple mark is you be the best of what you are. That is what. So these all comparisons and bring stress in life, stress in workplace. And again, it's a cascade. Like chronic inflammation is happening, chronic hormonal release is happening, chronic blood pressure is increasing, your heart rate is increasing, anxiety is increasing in females. What is happening to my children? They're not studying, they are not doing well. Comparison is happening, but you tend to forget the basic principles. So reduce the stress. So I tell you like routinely few things where you can reduce some stress in life. Like I think 4 or 5 points. People talk about stress, but we need to know that why. There's certain ways. How do you reduce stress then?
Right. Because Gen Z especially, they don't know. They don't have coping mechanisms. They don't know how to.
No, you keep on talking. They have their own methods. They do what they want.
Yeah. And I know.
Yeah. So stress is again. If you see, like everybody, if in a room, if I talk to 100 people, and I say 100 people who are exercising, and I tell them how many people are doing walking. I'm talking about 100 people who are exercising daily. 90 people will raise their hands, and other 10 people will raise their hands that I'm hitting a gym.
Right.
Okay, walking is a good form of exercise. Yes, any person who is walking, like if sitting is a new form of smoking. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah, you're sitting 6 hours a day. That is not what I am saying. It is WHO which is saying. So you sit for 6 hours, it is equal to smoking 6 packs of cigarettes or 10 packs of cigarettes. So sitting is new smoking. So you walk. For male, it is recommended to walk at least for 45 minutes to 1 hour, where you cover 6 kilometers at least 5 days a week. Women is around 30 minutes, where she covers at least 4 kilometers a week. When you walk, you tend to release certain hormones called endorphins, which usually again are stress busters. So it usually helps to, one, while walking, it reduces stress. In fact, it contributes to cardiovascular health, because at the end of the day, when you're reaching 40, 45 plus, you tend to lose muscles. So you do not need to build out muscles and become a bodybuilder at 40, 45, but you should need to tend to increase your muscular strength. That is where the key is. So you need to balance your exercise with isometric. When I ask them, the walkers, are you doing any isometric exercises, your leg strengthening exercises? They say no, but we are walking. But they tend to forget us. They need to do something called isometric exercises or balancing exercises or muscle strengthening exercises. See, if you see anybody at 20 or 40-year-old, 30, 35-year-old, when they fall on the back. They just rub it away and just walk on. When 45 to 50 fall, they injure the spine, not the back. When elderly fall, they injure the femur. The reason is because you tend to lose on your reflexes. Because when you're young, your reflexes are sharp, you tend to protect yourself. But when you're aging, you lose your reflexes. You tend to injure. So that's where your muscle strength or strengthening up exercise helps. So not only that, it reduces when you're walking because of your endorphin release. You're concentrating on walking, you tend to forget things. So there's a good data published on this where walking helps in exercises, walking helps in reducing the stress. Second important good thing, proven thing, I'm talking about the data, scientific data which is published and which is shown to reduce stress. Second most important thing about stress, the thing is meditation. So people always confuse again with meditation with yoga.
Right.
Yoga is different. This is different. Meditation is mindfulness. I think it will require another total different podcast to talk about meditation. Again, meditation could be anything that you think of God or think of something good, but not think of God and praying that to remove all your problems. Again, you are bringing back stress into your mind. So keep your mind blank. Yeah, just to be calm yourself. So something of that. So meditation is proven to reduce stress. That is very important. Third is you can have a good, most important is sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep is the one
Something
people,
that most people overlook.
especially in this part of the decade or this gen, and the sleep is what is depriving a lot of people. Like I was previously talking about the screen time. You reduce the screen because you're constantly in the screen, either of the screen, the computer or the screen. Then tend to decrease your coffee or tea before night. So try to increase your sleep. At least if you have a 7 to 9 hours of sleep, it has shown that it decreases your stress levels. Breathing exercises. Breathing is there's a lot of breathing. There's something called box breathing or different types of breathing. That all this kapal, all this breathing type of exercises. There's the 4x7 breathing. Box breathing is you inhale for 4 seconds, keep it for 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds, wait 4 seconds. It's a box type of breathing. That is also shown to reduce stress because you're concentrating on breathing. At that time, mind is not into your problems or other part of the things. And the most important thing, what I personally feel is what we miss is the socialization which we used to have 20-30 years back.
Yeah.
Everybody is into the Zepto, Swiggy and Zomato world. They are into their house with OTT on.
Yeah.
So friends, smile is a part which,
Replace them.
yeah, smile, being with your friends, being with your family makes you forget all your stress. Smile itself will helps you to increase and functionality. There's study which has been that there is a part in brain called amygdala which helps to release certain types of hormones which reduces stress. But when you're happy, when you laugh, that is what laughter therapy is about.
Right.
So when you're with your friends laughing and having fun, you forget everything. So these are certain points where certain things where you reduce the stress. I'm not talking something out of the text.
It's very interesting because we often hear about, that stress is one of the risk factors, but
That has
we
come
don't
to
really hear about solutions.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
that has
for
come to
sharing.
light when we have started hearing young people coming to heart attacks.
Yeah.
We know that smoking, young generation drugs because 30-35, but women, young, the people who are not smoking, because they tend to take stress so much by compare, because they want to run with the world, run at par with the world, forgetting that there is very limited time
Right.
to do all these things.
And I'll always remember your calculation. We are living practically for 7 to 9 years.
That's it. Other part, we're either sleeping or working.
Right. So, Doctor, something that has been going viral on social. Every second, third day, we look at videos of a person running on the treadmill and collapsing, and or playing cricket and collapsing. There have been actors who were so fit. Somewhere, people started fearing exercise. So, what do you have to say for that?
See, there's something terminology which is called sudden cardiac death. So by definition, the meaning of sudden cardiac death is the person who collapses all of a sudden without any symptoms within 1 hour of the onset of the symptoms, because the first symptom in him itself is death. So the people correlated with heart attack. Heart attack is one of the cause of sudden cardiac death. So heart attack is something called, like I told you, there is a plaque rupture and there is a blockage of arteries.
Right.
So apart from that, there are many causes of sudden cardiac death. So there could be an electrical problem. This heart, we know that dhadakta hai, heart beats, lub dub. So how does it beat? Then should be some current coming to it.
Right.
So there is a current generation factor in heart. So which is giving current. So the heart beats 70 to 100 times a beat per minute. When you are in anxiety, when you are in stress, the heart rate increases. So there is some electrical problem in the heart. So the heart might suddenly stop.
Right.
So apart from that, there could be a structural problem or could be any other problem. So we do not know. So if there is an electrical problem, so people immediately feel that, oh, he's got done something. So there will be multiple causes of sudden cardiac death. So it could be a structural problem. Usually in females, it comes to light because when they are pregnant, when we do the routine checkup, it comes to, there is a structural problem. But when you have this electrical problem or the structural problem, the first symptom itself could be death. So that person could, the prevention is only screening. So that is why we recommend them to get a regular heart checkups, so that in regular screening, this might come out. This could be genetic, this could be anything, it could be aortic stenosis, it could be an electrical problem. So it could cause ventricular tachycardia because heart at that time starts beating at 400 or 500 times a minute. So that is why in other countries, like foreign countries involving swimming pools and gyms, there are defibrillators kept.
Right.
So when the patient when somebody immediately collapses, so the defibrillator is bought and shock is given. So that is why in the social media so much CPR online, do CPR. When somebody collapses, people just gather around and see what's happening. In fact,
Right.
so somebody should come and start. We does CPR. Somebody can save a life.
Yeah. So, like you rightly said, I mean, about these, there are these smartwatches that are constantly monitoring your heart rate. I have seen a lot of people in the gyms, they they look at it and they're like, no, it shouldn't cross 140, it shouldn't cross 150. They regulate their entire workout according to what the watch says.
That is a cardio because when it's a peak when your heart rate is the peak, that is where you burn the maximum calories.
Right.
So there are certain myths. See, the certain myths is one is ingredient based myth, saying that you eat this, you will not. This will got cancer. You eat this, you will got kidney stones. You do this, you have this.
Yeah.
So this is done to create fear among people.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you create fear, you are afraid and tend to advise your somebody, family, that you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do that.
Yeah.
So this goes because he will get more likes and he will get more payments.
Yeah.
Number one. So this is ingredient based thing. Second, something will say spot weight reduction. Do this exercise, you lose your belly fat.
Yeah.
You do this exercise, you lose your inner thigh fat. So scientifically it is proven that there is no exercise where you by doing something you can reduce your spot weight. The spot weight reduction doesn't happen. The weight reduction is always gradual, and even if it is done faster way, it is not sustainable and it is not good for body. It should be in a gradual way. The recommended is 0.25 to say 1% of your body weight you can lose in a week, not more than that. So that should be a gradual way and unhealthy. So so exercising is a good way to do that. And this immune boosters, there is no definitely proven this antioxidants or immune.
These omega-3s.
See, omega-3 fatty acids, I remember my professor telling when I was saying, see, omega-3 fatty acids from fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Highest consumption of fish in the country is from where? West Bengal?
Yeah.
Say
Yes.
If you see the statistics, the highest number of heart attacks are from there. So there is no proven data till now. There is no scientific data which says that there are some antioxidants or immune boosters or something like that. But yes, there are ways where you can increase your defense mechanisms of your body. That is by doing your exercise, not abusing your body, following a healthy diet. Again, like I said, no stress, reduce your stress.
Yes, that's very interesting. And before we end this podcast, one question that I would like to ask, something that I see all over social media, all these heart attacks, everything is blamed on our COVID vaccine.
No, first is I think everybody have become some form of doctors during COVID time, thanks to WhatsApp, Google and social media. So everybody knows Dolo 650. Everybody talks about immune mechanism. Everybody knows about which vaccine to take. And I think we were losing our jobs at that time because everybody was coming up with their own theories. And a lot of people, they were saying that a vaccine was causing heart attacks and all these things. So there was a very good data presented in a very international journal, which was done on 20 million people, where they compared people who got vaccinated and unvaccinated. In fact, the vaccine response, what you have taken during COVID, has already gone away from your body. So there is no more vaccine response in your body right now. Point number one. Point number two, in fact, the people who are vaccinated were more protected from heart attack and heart related disease than the people who are not taken vaccine. So in fact, the people who are vaccinated were more healthy now. Those people have less number of heart attacks or heart related diseases. So in fact, that is a myth. That should be anybody who is promoting that is wrong. So there is a beautiful data, there is a good data and very big data presented, and that data has put rest to all the speculations regarding the COVID vaccine.
So on that note, keep things simple. That's what your heart requires. No fancy diets, no fancy supplements, no fancy exercises. It's all very simple. Thank you.
Thank you very much.